Hello, Little Seasoners, and welcome to the Third Advent YouTube channel. Please visit my YouTube channel profile and About page to find my Google Drive link so you can view and or download my free study book. We are on page 22, and the title is 850 Years Opens Our Eyes to the 5150 Key Year. The importance of the year 5150 has a direct relationship to Daniel chapter 9. 1 Kings chapter 18 verse 19 spotlighted the number 850 after the two groups of false prophets were added together. The 850 prophets were estimated as years and then subtracted from the 6,000-year timeline. The number one example demonstrates how we took 450 false prophets plus the other 400 prophets and added them together, got 850. Number two just took the 850 and subtracted from the 6,000-year timeline that man gets out of the 7,000-year timeline, and 5150 was presented. When I brought to your attention earlier how the 490-year prophecy can be reduced to show 360, which I believe is the timeline of a season, the same thing can kind of be demonstrated when you look at the 850 years or 850 prophets. And 850 can be esoterically shuffled to 805, or the 805th Jubilee. And as we've discussed ad nauseum, 5640 divided by a 7-year Jubilee or divine completion equals the 805th Jubilee. So what we would do is just take 5640 once again, minus 5150. We get 490 years, which illustrates Daniel 9:24, 70 weeks times 7 equals 490 years. So with the 850 number and the esoteric shuffle of it to 805, we can literally get it to possibly show us the exact timeline years when Daniel 9:24 started and when it ended. And in the next video, we will be getting into much more of Daniel chapter 9, which I find was one of my favorite parts of the study to do. On page 23 of the study, 5150 and the 5150 key were decoded with the septenary cipher. Decoding 5150 and 5150 key with the septenary cipher allowed a possible proof to back up the timetable period from 5570 through 5640 relating to Daniel chapter 9 theory, which we'll be getting into in the next video or so. Here are some interesting things I brought up to the public, and I know a lot of us are familiar with this number, but there might be more to it than we ever dreamed. 5150 is a California state code, an album title, a music amplifier, 5 songs, and 2 personal computers, IBM 5150 and the Dell Inspiron 5150. Some companies even chose 5150 as their name. Is the number one 5150 enshrouded with esoteric knowledge that can be linked to understanding Daniel chapter 9. And that's what I'm going to argue in favor of and try to convince you to consider this through these theoretical examples that we're going to be revealing soon, and as well as how helpful the septenary was in adding a confirming witness to this. I took 5150 and just typed it in, as the example there shows, into the septenary cipher. It's a screenshot from Marty Leeds' free gematria septenary calculator. Thanks again, Marty. Excellent for you to put that out there for everybody to use. And the gematria total was 60. So, as the study goes, we've been taking 7 as a jubilee or divine completion. And 7 times 60 gave us 420. And many people are also familiar with, if you're 420 friendly or not, what that recreational substance is alluding to. I'll leave it at that. So if we take 5150 that we just decoded and we unpack 60 times 70, we get 420 added to 5150. Conveniently, we get 5570, the theoretical year of our Savior's birth. And as I had mentioned in some of the earlier videos, that 5570 clockwise is also 711. All you have to do is put the colon between the 5 and the 7. You have 07 hour 55 minutes, or the 11th hour, or the 23rd hour, or 55 seconds. Clock wisdom. Next, we took 5150 key and typed that in and decoded with the septenary cipher, and the gematria total was 70. And 70 times 70 is 490. 490 plus the 5150 year add together give you 5640. When I am suggesting to you that that is possibly when the 490 years ended and Daniel 9 verse 24 was fulfilled in that solar year 5640. So this was very powerful. It was a great example of a proof that should be considered and helps give more credibility to the septenary cipher, as well as these timelines I am asking you to consider. If you have any questions or comments about this video or any video, please feel free to comment or email me, and my email is located on my YouTube channel homepage, or it's also on the free downloadable PDF file. Pray, and if you think this information is worthy, then help spread the word. God bless you and your families, and thank you for listening. Until the next video.